So I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, which is about 1,000 miles away from here. It's a long drive, but I'm doing some talks at other colleges in the area. And I was at RIT in Rochester yesterday. And what I would like to try and do today is make people think a little bit more about where our electricity is coming from and what are the costs, the true costs of the way that we use electricity in this country, and especially the way that we use coal. And so I was talking to the students at RIT yesterday, and they said, I showed them these pictures of Mountaintop Removal, and they said, how come we've never heard about this before? This is terrible. We didn't know anything about this. Why isn't this on the front page of the New York Times? And I said, yeah, I know how you feel. It's frustrating to me, too. We're doing enormous damage to the environment in the mountains of Appalachia. And, most people, when they think about electricity, if they think about it at all, we just kind of take it for granted. But they look at the outlet on the wall, and it looks like clean energy, because there's no smoke or pollution or anything coming out of it. But we have to trace that electricity back to the sources of where it's coming from. And more it's coming from coal and mountaintop removal. I'll pass that around. Keep with that, yeah. In Kentucky, where I live, about 95% of our electricity comes from coal. Nationally, it's about 50%. And I don't know where, do you know where your electricity comes from here? Is it
we get some natural gas from Canada.
Natural gas from Canada.
Coal.
Or Venezuela sometimes, yeah.
We get a portion of our coal from Appalachia.
Yeah.
It's really less reliant on coal than other places in the country.
Okay, good. We in Kentucky we've got all this coal, so that's what we use. And some people see it as, well, we're helping support coal miners and helping support the local economy if we use more coal. And that's the same kind of logic that also prompted a lot of people in Kentucky to take up smoking cigarettes because they would support the tobacco farmers. It's almost patriotic in Kentucky to use lots of electricity and smoke cigarettes. I have spent some time in central Massachusetts before, and I know people think a little bit more carefully about the environment than maybe we do back home. Kentucky is a beautiful state. West Virginia is also being affected very, very much by mountaintop removal. West Virginia is also a really good state, full of really good, hardworking, honest, good people. But most people, when they think of West Virginia, think of the stereotypes that we've seen on television and movies like Deliverance and Wrong Turn, and we have this kind of very demeaning image of the people of Appalachia. And so that's the other thing I would like to kind of make you think about a little bit today is who are the people that are being impacted by this nation's voracious, insatiable appetite for electricity. They've been fighting strip mining in Kentucky for many years. The strip mining started back in the 60s. And I want to play a little song, just give you kind of an idea for the history of it. This was an album that was recorded in the early 70s as a couple of folk singers, Rich Kirby and Michael Klein. The song's called Almost Done, and it's about somebody dealing with the strip mining going on in their community. And it's a few minutes long. I think it's a good song. If you listen to the words, it's kind of interesting.
Strip mine head of Greasy Creek, about 3 miles long. Strip mine head of Greasy Creek, about 3 miles long. Almost done, almost done. I feel like they're almost done. Been working today on Greasy Creek, about 3 hours long. They've been working today on Greasy Creek, about 3 hours long. Almost done, almost done. I feel like they're almost done. rifle laying in Homer's hand, 33 inches long. Rifle laying in Homer's hand, 33 inches long. Almost done, almost done. I feel like they're almost done. Holding the bulldozer about 3 inches long. Holding the bulldozer about 3 inches long. Almost done, almost done. I feel like they're almost done. Been stripping my Kentucky hills, going on too long. They've been stripping my Kentucky hills, going on too long. Almost done, almost done. I feel like they're almost done.
I don't know whether you could understand